His name is Fahak, but spelled with a PH, so it sounds like Fahak.
So it's Fahak.
Yeah.
For a while there, I thought Guy Ritchie fell into the trap of commercial Hollywood. For a while there, I thought, nah, the man is done for. He ain't never going back to making charming, sophisticated crime drama. And then came The Gentleman. So was I wrong? Let's find out. I'm Meffistoe. Like, share, and subscribe because this is my review of the movie, The Gentleman.
Did you just call me a black?
Yes, he did.
You can't do that, that's racist.
But you are black and you are the Ernie. Those are the facts.
Back in 2008, Ritchie released Rock and Rolla, which was him going back to the crime drama genre, but it was moderately received. The movie was planned to be a first of a trilogy, but because of a lukewarm reception, that really didn't happen. Ritchie didn't work for years after that, and his next couple of movies didn't do so well until Aladdin.
I do believe that was a bit of a off, Dave.
Coupled with a 20-episode series adapting Snatch that came and went by the wayside, which honestly I've never heard of before researching the Gentleman movie for our podcast. But Guy Ritchie wanted to do a project for himself, so he went to the drawing board and created The Gentleman.
I'd come by to have a cup of tea with my wife.
Go on then, put the kettle on.
The story starts off with Mickey, an American raised in the UK who got a taste for dealing marijuana during his college years. But after that, he quickly ascends to the top of an empire of bush.
Skunkamola. White Widow super cheese.
So much so that he wants out of the business and finds a willing buyer in a Jewish billionaire called Matthew.
For every look, there is a season, and for every season, a strategy.
Problem begins for Mickey as one of his hidden locations gets robbed by young fellows who film themselves and go viral on YouTube. This brings a whole host of people out of the woodwork. A young Chinese competitor by the name of Dry Eye who makes Mickey a counteroffer.
I am not for sale.
And a tabloid newspaper boss who wants to bring Mickey down for slagging him off.
Like it. You're good at this, boss.
Yeah, I know what I'm good at, Amy. F off.
This prompts one of his reporters, Fletcher, to dig up dirt, finding it, and offering this information back to Mickey's main man, Raymond, in order to get some much-needed hush money.
£20 million was just about uncomfortable enough to make everyone feel comfortable.
All of these characters, like most of Guy Ritchie's crime dramas, intertwine with each other and serve to tell the tale of Mickey and to answer the most important question: will Mickey survive this ruthless and deadly competition?
Well, thank God you're not greedy, Fletcher, you deluded, shit-eating c***.
Quite like it when you talk dirty to me.
It felt like Ritchie is going back to the drawing board and really hammering out a good, solid story for us to invest in. He kept the motif of having a narrator, but flipped it on its head by using an outsider looking in to tell the story. In fact, most of the movie chugs along while Fletcher, the reporter who came to extort Mickey's right-hand man Raymond, tells the story to Ray as if he was there for most of the action.
You play a game with me, Ray?
I don't want to play a game.
Please?
In true Guy Ritchie fashion, the timelines in the movie are jumping back and forth, but it's really due to Fletcher telling the story from one point in time, and as the movie moves forward, the movie catches up to that point in time.
You're a cunning and creative toad, aren't you, Fletcher? Coming up with a plan like this.
We do have less choppy editing and fast transitions like we got in Snatch, and more of film angles, zoom-ins, and slowdowns like we got from Lock, Stock, and Rock and Rolla. The movie looks, feels, and sounds like a Guy Ritchie movie. It is unmistakable, and it does take the good bits that were in Rock and Rolla in terms of the storytelling and the cinematography and elevates them into a new dimension.
Should we continue with our little story?
One of the key factors in this movie is the acting. It was hard for me to choose a favorite performance. McConaughey and Michelle Dockery were great, separate and together. Jeremy Strong, who plays Matthew, does such a great job with this insufferable billionaire. And even the side characters like Bunny, Dry Eye, Big Dave, and Ernie were all great in their own little worlds.
Just tell me his name isn't Mickey Pearson.
Blimey, coach, you're a gypsy too. Been reading tea leaves, got a crystal ball.
The three highlights were Colin Farrell as Coach, which my partner in crime, Oh My Feelings, noted that every time Farrell acts with his native accent, he always gives a great performance, and I completely agree. The Banshees of Inisherin, In Bruges, and this movie are some of his best performances of all time. I love the character of Coach, and more importantly, his character introduction is one of the best character introductions in a Guy Ritchie movie.
Now wake up, lads. Life's quick, you're slow. Life's hard in a bone top. Come on down to the gym, we'll see what we can do with you.
The second highlight was Charlie Hunnam as Raymond. I was a big fan of Sons of Anarchy at the time, and I never knew Charlie was an English actor. I thought he faked it in the Arthur movie he did with Ritchie a couple of years prior to this one, but after watching this performance as Raymond, I am completely impressed. Too bad he got screwed over again playing a lovable rogue in Rebel Moon. Raymond is one of the main drivers of the storyline as a cool, confident, OCD-infected number 2 of Mickey's operation, but he's always on top of things, even when they go completely sideways. I love Charlie Hunnam's performance, and I wish we could see something similar from him in a different role in a different movie in the future.
I don't like smackies. It's the filth and the grime and the grub and the tub.
I'm not asking your OCD to spend the weekend with him, Ray.
But the number one highlight for me, and the biggest surprise, was Hugh Grant as Fletcher. I love Grant's earlier work as a bumbling British lovable idiot. When he first started, I actually loved that about him. And I loved him in Notting Hill doing the same kind of role, but perfecting it. It's just that he keeps playing those same roles all the time. The role of Fletcher, though, with that particular London accent, is something that I've never seen Hugh Grant do. And he does it so well.
You got to look after number 1, and now's my turn. The sun's not going up for me, Ray. It's going down.
It's an absolute delight to watch because there's so much of it. He actually crammed 40 pages of dialogue in just 5 days of work doing this movie. And he is probably my favorite character in the movie. And the strange part is, Grant said he kind of played off the same people who keep hounding him for years, those pesky paparazzi.
I am a storyteller. As they say in a film game, I'm laying pipe.
Well, you better put something through it soon.
In short, a movie that I will highly recommend you watch, especially if you're planning to watch the Netflix series based on this film. It's Ritchie truly going back to his roots and giving us another tale of this London underground, and does it so well. I was so impressed when I saw it for the very first time, and after rewatching it, I'll give it an extra grace and say that this is Ritchie's third best movie of all time.
You can't unsee it once you've seen it, can you?
No, you can't unsee it. It's nightmare fuel. That'll be with me forever.
I thank you for watching, and remember, hope is a good thing, maybe even the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I'll see you on the next video.